Good day or evening. How's everybody doing? Baldwin here. I want to give you an update on the guardianship case. As you know, guardianships are they're a lot of work, okay, in terms of going through the process. But when you're a guardian, if you're already doing the guardianship work on the front line anyway, it's just a formality at that point. And that's what I've been doing for several years at this point for my sister, over and above her husband. That's a story for a different day. But there was a guardian hearing on August the 1st, and unfortunately, it didn't go well for the judge. Let me tell you what happened. Prior to that, the judge appointed some people in his cabinet, if you will. Um, Normally when a judge appoints somebody to do a task, they're going to always show some favoritism towards that judge. So there's a little bit of yes judge, no judge, yes sir, no sir kind of thing. So that court appointed thing, I'm not really feeling because it's very favoritized. But to add salt to the wound on top of that, the judges of a certain dissent decided he was going to appoint three parties, separate parties and companies that were also the same dissent, which was the same dissent as my sister's husband. So it created a sense of biasness, favoritism, um, rather than looking at him as somebody who might have been doing some terrible things, which was been alleged of. He's going to, throw the softball questions at him and not really get down to the nitty gritty of why my sister was ill in the first place, which happens to be surrounded with abuse, medicinal abuse, um, psychological abuse, financial abuse. She had, for instance, she had some teeth that needed to be put in her mouth, unfortunately. And he didn't want to pay for it, even though he's sitting on like six figures in the bank. That's financial abuse. That's abusing your spouse, abusing your person that you're taking care of. So, judge didn't want to ask the hard questions, and then I had to sit down a few days later and drop a 17-page letter on him, stating code what he did wrong. It was about 4 or 5 things that he did wrong, including the unconscious bias, better known as I didn't know I was biased. Unconscious bias is pretty funny. Um, yeah, he didn't ask the right questions. He didn't look at the exhibits. He's just lazy. He wanted to go in with his predisposed decision. He already had his decision made up in his mind what he was going to do without looking at the paperwork, and so lazy. He's not doing his job. You were hired to, you know, hold people accountable. So, because you're not holding people accountable, I'm holding you accountable. So that's where that went down, and so that kind of put his decision on ice until further notice. I'll let you know how that develops. If you want to see an update on what's going on with that, every once in a while I'll pop in some updates at my site, bobbaldwin.com. There's a little link there that says, a tab that says Justice for Deborah. So check that out when you get a chance. And I'll keep you posted. Thank you for your contribution to the finances for the attorney fees. Because my sister's, when you're in a nursing home and you're on Medicaid, they leave you high and dry every month. You got to pay that bill, and you're left with like enough to buy, a couple cans of soda and some toothpaste. It's a messed up system. You don't want to get sick. That is the takeaway. But I will keep you posted, and thank you much for your support. Okay, from the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate it. Ciao.